Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm talking about 10 money lessons that people often only learn when they're older. Lessons that can hit hard if you don't realize them until it's almost too late. If we can learn these things now, we'll save ourselves so much time, money, and stress down the road. I'll be sharing real-life stories and practical advice to help us all get a leg up, so stick around and let's dive in. One of the biggest lessons people realize too late is to start saving early. When you're young, it's so easy to think, I'll save later. But time is the most powerful thing when it comes to building wealth. The magic of compound interest means the earlier you start, the less you have to save in the long run. Imagine hitting retirement age and realizing you could have had hundreds of thousands more if you just saved a little bit in your 20s. Starting now, even with a small amount, can lead to a big payout later. I've met people who only started saving in their 40s or 50s, and they say it's one of their biggest regrets. Another lesson is to understand the financial products you're using. We tend to sign up for things like credit cards, loans, and investment accounts without really understanding the fees, interest rates, or rules. I can't tell you how many people reach their 50s or 60s and realize they've been paying hidden fees for years. Or they find out they could have been earning more if they'd just chosen a different savings account. Do your homework. It might be a little boring, but understanding your financial products could save you thousands over time. Ask questions, compare options, and don't settle until you know what you're getting into. Next, this one's big. Money can't buy happiness. I know it sounds cliche, but I've heard from so many people who spent their whole lives chasing bigger paychecks, only to feel empty at the end of the day. Don't get me wrong, money is important. But if you're sacrificing relationships, experiences, and your well-being for more money, it's not going to make you happy in the end. True happiness comes from quality time with loved ones, meaningful experiences, and peace of mind. Older people often say they wish they'd focused less on things and more on what really matters. So, yeah, build wealth, but don't forget to live. Moving on. Here's a big one that doesn't get enough attention. Don't rely on a single income source. Life is unpredictable. People lose jobs, industries change, companies downsize. Many people spend years working one job and then face a massive financial crisis when they suddenly lose it. The reality is, no job is truly secure. Older folks often say they wish they'd built multiple income streams when they were younger, whether through side gigs, passive income, or investments. Having multiple sources of income isn't just about making extra cash. It's about protecting yourself against life's curveballs. Another hard lesson is planning for unexpected expenses. Life will throw you surprises, and many of them are expensive. Health issues, car troubles, home repairs, they all add up, and if you're not prepared, it can drain your finances fast. I've seen people have to take on debt just to cover unexpected costs because they didn't have an emergency fund. Older folks often say they wish they'd planned for these expenses sooner because it's a huge stressor when you're not financially ready. Start setting aside even a small amount every month. It'll give you peace of mind and keep you from scrambling when things go wrong. Another important lesson is to avoid get-rich-quick investments. A lot of people, especially when they're younger, are tempted by flashy schemes promising quick returns. But as the years go by, many realize that these investments usually lead to losses. Older people often say they wish they'd taken the time to learn about steady, reliable investing instead of chasing easy money. Get-rich-quick schemes might look exciting, but they're almost always high risk, and most people end up losing more than they make. It's better to focus on building wealth gradually through solid investments that grow over time. Investing is one of the smartest things you can do, but here's the catch. Invest wisely. Some people get into investing thinking they'll get rich overnight, only to end up losing everything because they didn't take the time to learn the basics. Others avoid it altogether and miss out on potential gains. Older people also say they wish they'd learned about risk management and diversification sooner. It's important to not put all your money into one stock or one type of investment. Spread it out, do your research, and think long-term. Investing is about growing your wealth steadily, not making a quick buck. Next, one lesson people often learn too late is to not ignore retirement savings. It's easy to think of retirement as something far off, But trust me, it sneaks up faster than you'd think. I know so many people who reach their 50s and realize they haven't saved nearly enough. They end up having to work longer or cut back on their retirement dreams. Even if you're only able to save a little right now, it's better than nothing. Small, consistent contributions add up over time. Start putting something away for retirement as early as possible. Your future self will thank you for it. Next up, this is one that people often don't realize until it's too late. Invest in yourself. When you're young, it's tempting to focus just on the paycheck, but building skills and knowledge pays off in the long run. I've met older people who say they wish they'd taken that course, gotten that certification, or learned a new skill when they had the chance. Investing in yourself can open doors to higher paying jobs, promotions, and more fulfilling work. It's one of the best ways to build financial security because no one can take those skills and knowledge away from you. Moving on. One of the big lessons people learn later in life is that debt can become a heavy burden. Debt is one of those things that feels manageable in the beginning, but can become a huge burden over time. Many people take on debt for things they don't really need, thinking, I'll pay it off eventually. But debt can spiral out of control, especially with high interest rates. I've seen people who reach their 50s and 60s and are still paying off credit card debt or loans they took out decades ago. It creates constant stress and takes away your freedom to enjoy life. If you can, avoid it. And if you're already in debt, make a plan to pay it off as soon as possible. And last but not least is the importance of giving back. This might seem surprising in a list about money, but it's a huge lesson. As people get older, they often realize that true wealth isn't just about having money. It's about making a difference. Helping others, supporting causes you care about, or even just being there for family and friends can bring a deeper satisfaction than any paycheck. I've met people who say their biggest regret is not giving back sooner. It's not just about charity. It's about feeling connected and leaving a legacy. Giving back is a reminder that money is just a tool, and the real reward is in how we use it to improve lives. Alright guys, these are the 10 money lessons that many people only realize when they're older. If we can start putting these lessons into practice now, we'll have a much smoother ride in life. I hope this video helps you avoid some of the same mistakes and sets you up for financial freedom. If any of these points hit home, let me know in the comments. Let's get the conversation going. What's one financial lesson you wish you'd learned earlier, or maybe one you're thankful you learned young? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more down-to-earth money advice, and I'll see you in the next video.